Hello. Hello. Can you say in English? Pradeep Singh, can you say in English? I'm not fluent in Hindi. That's the reason. Hello. Hi. Hello. Okay. Okay. Right. Hello. 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 This channel is dedicated to yes. Yeah. This channel is dedicated to discuss about new physics project. New physics project. In the description I have provided a brief introduction about my work and the significance of my work. This is new physics project. It's very interesting. Hello. According to this study, there are issues with in fact major issues with the current understanding of the many concepts in physics, general relativity, special relativity. According to the study, mass and energy are not, they are two different entities. According to Einstein's special relativity, mass and energy are interchangeable, or mass can be converted into energy and vice versa. But this study says that the energy is released not because of the conversion of mass into energy. Instead, is because of a change in the state of matter, just like a chemical explosion releases energy. A nuclear reaction also releases energy because of a change in the state of matter. That can be validated through the analysis of study of spent nuclear fuel pellets. There are many unexplained phenomena associated with spent nuclear fuel. In fact, if you are interested to know about that, but that particular subject, I have given link in the video description, this live description. I have given the video explained in that. There are many phenomena or changes associated with spent nuclear fuel. I hope you know what is spent nuclear fuel. Spent nuclear fuel means the fuel exhausted fuel pellets collected from radioactive reactor, like our atomic energy reactor. There are pellets. Pellets means a small size, almost like this size, very small. but they use for a few years, and then it will exhaust its energy. The fissionable missile material will get over, and it will become uneconomic to continue. So they will replace with the new one. So that is the material, that is a waste product from the nuclear reactor. So when you closely observe, because why I am talking about, why I am considering about the nuclear pellet is that this is it consists of a large amount of data, because if Einstein's is a good testing specimen, because nuclear, we know nuclear pellets, it's a lot of billions of atoms split uh, uh, at a controlled rate. So it's a very good specimen to study and explore. So when you closely observe, it's the structural and morphological changes in the spent nuclear fuel. It consists of a large amount of data. So scientists are studying this material since a very long time. Very interestingly, there are many phenomena associated with the spent nuclear fuel that remain unexplained according to the current framework. Current model unable to explain those changes. There are a large number of phenomena or changes, structural and morphological changes that remain unexplained. Pellet cracking and fragmentation, pellet cladding mechanical interaction, irradiation growth, HBS. HB is one of the most important change. High burn-up structure or rim effect also, it calls rim effect. The HBS for forming at the pellet periphery above 60 gigawatt day. Local burn-up is one. In fact, I have given a video link. If you go to a video link, you will get a better understanding of the what are the anomalies associated with the grain subduction mechanism, pore formation, and gas distribution. It is all this under the high burn-up structure, HBS or rim effect, pore formation and gas distribution, grain subdivision mechanism, HBS radial extent, fission gas behavior. So you come and take. So this phenomena, there are a large number of changes that remain unexplained through the conventional framework. So what the important is, there remains unexplained or poorly explained. So when you, according to my studies, the release of, as I said earlier, the release of energy in a nuclear reaction is not because of a change, not because of the conversion of mass into energy. According to my research, the release of energy or mass defect releases energy because of a rapid, huge expansion or explosion. That is, for example, we consider about imagine about the fusion of a fusion of hydrogen isotopes in a fusion reaction. These particles, protons and neutrons, they are baryonic matter. When they fuse together, there is a missing mass happens. So this missing mass is baryonic matter. Baryonic matter, some amount of mass defect happens from this baryonic matter. So according to Einstein's special theory, mass is converted into energy, directly converted into energy. There is no intermediate mechanism. However, this study, according to this study, the baryonic matter converts into a non-baryonic state. That is, baryonic matter converts into non-baryonic state. That means baryonic matter is very dense. Nuclear matter is, that nuclear particles are very extremely dense particles. So when a mass defect happens, this missing mass, the missing baryonic matter creates a non-baryonic form of matter. So it expands at a very high speed and turns into something, a different type of matter. So that is my discovery. Recently, I attended a conference in Delhi, an international conference. Now probably probably I'll attend a conference in the UK. Another international conference is coming. Also, I'm preparing my research paper about that. So the importance of this work is that mass and energy are not interchangeable. Mass and energy are two different entities. It has a huge significance. The significance is that if mass defect creates a type of substance, mass defect is a universal phenomenon. Every active star, supernova, neutron collisions, black hole merger, all this creates mass defect on a cosmic scale. So if this is correct, that means baryonic matter is transformed into non-baryonic matter. That means entire universe is filled with this kind of matter. That is the very important thing. So if space is filled with something, it can explain so many phenomena that we currently study and explore through the framework of general relativity, special relativity, quantum mechanics. What I said is that changes the microscopic change the anomalies associated with the spinning nuclear fuel, we can explain all these anomalies can be successfully explained with this mechanism. That is the explosive transformation of the missing mass. That is, baryonic matter converts into non-baryonic matter. So it creates a explosion, powerful explosion. Whenever a nuclear fission happens, the missing mass, the missing baryonic matter creates a powerful, very extremely powerful explosion or blast. So it's a kind of impulsive energy release. So that can explain all these phenomena which we currently struggle to explain through the framework of conversion framework. All these anomalies or all these unexplained phenomena in the spent nuclear fuel can be explained with this framework. So that is the beauty of this. I am working on that. So then once we realize that space is filled with this type of substance, Lorentz transformation effects such as length contraction, time dilation, increasing mass of a moving body, and in general relativity, gravitational time dilation, precession of the perihelion of Mercury's orbit, gravitational lensing, gravitational time dilation, Shapiro effect, black hole formation, all these can be explained. Now, one more interesting thing is that I recently published a book titled one second. I recently published a book. The title of the book is A Falsifiable Test of General Relativity, the Collocated Clock Experiment. This book is available here, and you can see, I hope you can see in the video, the down side, you can see the product. That is my store. You can get my book from there also. And if you're interested, you can get my book. Now my book is available in Kindle format also. If you are interested, you can purchase my book. So this book, in fact, it a test for general relativity. So through this test, we can validate or invalidate there are two outcome. There are two outcome for there are. This is the book. This is a Amazon Kindle format. Also, you can buy from here directly from YouTube. Or it's a book. That also a book. So you can, if you're interested, you can purchase from my Kindle book from Amazon also. So this is a very it's a decisive test. The test is that according to as I said before, according to my research, space-filling matter exists created by mass defects throughout the universe. So as a form of matter, this matter will be gravitationally attracted to massive bodies. So for example, Earth maintains a density, a dense region of this matter. That means I am sitting on the surface of Earth here. I am sitting in the Earth on near the Earth surface. So if you have a container and you remove all the air molecules, according to this hypothesis, this space-filling substance is there. So the density of this space-filling substance is greater near the Earth or near the object, massive body, and it decreases the distance. So according to Einstein, the gravity is the curvature of space-time created by mass and energy. So Einstein suggests that gravity is nothing but the curvature of space-time. If that is the case, that is I am discussing about my book. If that is the case, different types of clocks, any kind of mechanical clock, digital clock, atomic clock, nuclear clock, what clock it is, it's because gravity is curvature of space-time. So if you keep any type of clock and it moves together, the ratio between the change should be same. Because if it is a pure curvature in space-time, regardless of what type of clock it is, as you move together, any distance, if you keep the same altitude, two different types of clock, the curvature of space-time should affect the both clock equally. If you find even a very minute difference, it leads to the invalidation of general relativity. That is the experiment I discuss in this book, the falsifiable test of general relativity, the collocated clock experiment. That is the title of the book. So this experiment has only two outcomes. One is validation of or reinforcement of the general relativity. If there is no change as you at different altitudes, if you compare to the ratio between the clock frequency ratio between the two types of clocks, if there is no difference at different altitudes, it will strengthen, it reinforce the general relativity. If that is the case, general relativity, there are already we conducted so many experiments. Every test is passed. This is another test. So if this test shows equal amount of time dilation, and that is a ratio between the two types of clocks remain the same, it reinforce it will support validate the general relativity. At the same time, the opposite side, if this experiment shows any slightest very minute change, it shows, it will completely invalidate general relativity. Then it will become the curvature of space, the curved space-time concept will it will go. So that is the beauty of this experiment. So if you are interested, you can purchase the book. And also, I am an independent researcher. Now I am preparing my research paper for peer review about mass defect. And as I said, I attended a conference in Delhi over last December. So I'm preparing my research paper. So your so if you have any questions, you can. I sincerely believe that there is no end of the universe. There is no universe is infinite. There is no end. You cannot find any edge of the universe. Universe is extremely vast. Our technology, our mind is limited. Our capability is limited. But I sincerely think that there may be civilizations in the universe much superior to us. And of course, so civilizations are less technologically advanced civilizations also may be there. And also both type of civilizations will be there. In fact, I tell you one interesting thing that our technological development started very recently, say some 500 years. Galileo, Newton, all this, barely 500 years. We have our technology is I'm talking about modern technology is very recent. Now we invented this computation devices, internet, and now is AI, artificial intelligence. Now the progress. Now think about the progress. 100 years before or 200 years before, the progress of science was very slow. To pace very slow. It was very slow. Now the world is connected through internet, and now the AI came. So now I talk about my personal experience. I started my research in 1994. That time, I written in my notebook that mass and energy are not the same; they are different. Then I written about how mass defect or how nuclear energy is released. So, in fact, this idea that explosive transformation of the missing mass is I written in 1994. I took these long years. Now I can test, I can scrutinize, or I can analyze my findings or my theories with the help of AI. That is a very beautiful thing. So now I am very thrilled, and I am very thrilled. I am very excited. I am very excited to see that now AI is saying that a few days back I was discussing, I was chatting with the Claude AI, specifically Claude AI. It has said something. It has said that in nutshell, I tell you, I I tell you what and Claude said. Claude said, you should not keep this as a it is very significant discovery, a significant uh, uh, way of thinking. You should not keep it as a you should publish it. You have to work it on it. You have to develop this idea because it's not a it's really something great. Claude said to me. Similarly, I have similar experience. So, in fact, it's very I am very exciting. Now, in fact, all the phenomena can be can be reinterpreted through this new framework. That is, space is not empty. Space is filled with something. Hello. Yeah. So there are many misunderstanding, many wrong concepts about mass and energy and universe. In fact, based on my studies, the speed of light is not a universal constant. Light speed varies across the universe, and the example is gravitational lensing, starlight bending. These are because of the slowdown of light speed. That is the refraction. Light speed slow down when it passes close to a object like a massive body such as such as a star or even planet, or a massive body or a black hole. When light passes through near a massive body, because of the density gradient around the body, light will get slow down and refract. So now consider about a beam of light crossing a galaxy, our galaxy, for example. There are 200 to 400 billion stars. According to the current estimate, there are perhaps 200 to 400 billion stars in our own Milky Way galaxy. So now think about a photon traveling from one edge of the galaxy to the opposite edge. It will be traveling through millions of planets, moons, stars, and black holes, etc. So each time when the light approaches a massive body, it will pass through a density gradient. It will slow down and refract. Then when another next it will repeat. So how many times the photon interacts or passes a body, that many times light will slow down and refract. So now think about a cluster of galaxies. Light will be traveling at light speed will be traveling at various speeds. Its path will change multiple times. Its speed will change multiple times. In fact, empty space does not exist. There is no empty space. Because of that, light speed will change. We can say like this: within the solar system, light travels at its maximum speed at the far edge of the solar system, because near the sun, the density is greater, and it decreases with the distance. So if you take the solar system, within the solar system, light will be traveling at its maximum speed at the far edge of the solar system. Now think about a galaxy. In a galaxy, within a galaxy, light will be traveling at its maximum speed at the farthest edge of the galaxy. Yeah. So now consider about two galaxies. if you consider two galaxies, light will be traveling at its maximum speed in the median region of the galaxies. So there will be the rarest region, rarest density region. So light speed changes throughout the universe. Light does not have a constant speed. Our modern calculations are one important the constant is speed of light is one of the important constant throughout our calculations. So once we realize speed of light is not a universal constant, then many theories needs to be written. And space is not empty. The Michelson-Morley experiment in fact failed to detect, because I'll explain that, because thing like this, see our Earth has a denser region around it. So when Earth moves, this region also co-moves with the Earth. So it creates a local region. Every massive body, every planet, every sun, every massive body has a local region around it, motionless, no relative motion between the body and the surrounding region. So it co-moves with the body. So if you do any interferometer kind of test in this, you cannot find any relative speed. So that is the reason for the failure of the Michelson-Morley experiment. In fact, Michelson-Morley experiment does not disprove the existence of a space-filling substance. Ether is an ancient concept thousands of years ago. Ancient Greeks, ancient Indians, ancient Chinese, they are all believed in the existence of something, a space-filling substance. But there are some similarities with this medium, what I am talking about, and the ancient ether. So I don't want to introduce a new term for this substance. So I prefer to call this modern ether. Modern ether. Ether exists. Modern ether exists. And in fact, every phenomena, whether Lorentz transformation effects or phenomena or effects comes under general relativity, such as gravitational time dilation, lensing effect, all that is and the wave nature of matter, all it is because of the space-filling substance. So we can consider like this. These all phenomena are evidences of or manifestations of different manifestations of the space-filling substance. Light, in fact, according to my research, light is not a particle or not a wave. It's a string. It's a vibrating string. The string's wavelength become shorter as the frequency increases. For example, radio is a stretched vibrating string. As the frequency increases, the wavelength decreases, it will become more compact and more energetic. Gamma ray is the most compact form of light. That is, the string is more the string is more compact, so it carries more energy. So it's it's not a particle or it's not a wave. It's a vibrating string. Photon is a vibrating string. If you are interested, I have published a book about how radios are, what are radio waves about. So if you go to my Amazon account, you can get the book. So a photon is not a particle. And there is the matter wave concept, the wave nature of matter. That is another interesting area of research. See, since space is filled with this type of matter, it consists of individual particles. Space filling substance is made of when you go very deep we can find individual particles of space-filling substance. So space is filled with tiny particles. So now think like this: when an electron travels through space, so each time when it travels, it will constantly interact with this particles of space-filling substance. So these particles prevents the electron from traveling in a straight line, because each time it will constantly continuously collide with the particles of space-filling substance. So I made a simulation on Gemini. I asked for a simulation to make a wave nature of. It clearly showed the what happens with when a electron moves through space. So what happens when an electron moves through space? It continuously collide with the particles of this space-filling matter, and that causes it path will become zigzag path. Now, at a fixed potential difference, if you make a electron beam, with billions of electrons are passing. So each at a fixed potential difference, all the electrons will be traveling in an identical path at a fixed potential difference. All the electrons or any particle will be traveling in an identical path. So now it's like an ocean wave. Now if you pass that wave through a double slit, it will constructively and destructively interfere. So it can create a beautiful interference pattern. So this explains the wave nature of matter. So this in fact all the phenomena which we currently study and explore through the special relativity, general relativity, and quantum mechanics can be reinterpreted with this space-filling substance. Yeah, a very good question. In fact, we can that's what I'm doing actually. I'm preparing a research article. We can interpret all these changes, the changes what I described. Wait 1 second. A large number of changes, unexplained phenomena associated with the spinning nuclear fuel. Most important, very evident high HBS, high burn up structure, rim effect. The HBS forming at the pellet periphery above is one of the most extensively studied but still incompletely understood features of spent nuclear fuel. Pore formation and gas distribution, gas subdivision mechanism, HBS radial extent prediction, fission gas behavior, all that. So there are, if you are interested, you can search on any AI that what are the unexplained phenomena or anomalies associated with spent nuclear fuel. But now when you apply this when you see these changes through this new framework, that is the explosive behavior of or impulsive release of energy associated with the spent nuclear fuel, it is very evident that it creates a because there are porosity and spherical voids and gas expulsion, and many. It's very interesting. These phenomena can be successfully explained with this through this framework. So that can and we can do simulations that we can prove that this is definitely is convinced we can experimentally prove the explosion. So you asked the detection of this matter. Now, uh, see, explosion means what? Explosion means a change in the physical state. That is explosion. So so this kind of changes clearly shows the explosive, the signature of explosion within the changes, make structural and morphological changes of spent nuclear fuel. It clearly shows the sign of explosion. So explosion means a change in the state. So it is clear that space is filled with this type of substance. Now the experiment. Hello. I discussed about this the test, the general relativity test. That clearly it shows the density difference at a various altitude, because uh, I have a new explanation for the time dilation effect, because as near the Earth the density is greater, the vibratory frequency of particles such as an electron is uh, restricted by this density gradient. So when an electron vibrates in a atomic clock at a lower altitude, because of the density is greater, its vibratory frequency will reduce. So once its vibratory frequency reduces, it emits a long wavelength photon. If you go higher altitude, since the density is lesser there, it it affects its vibratory frequency at a lesser rate. So electron emits vibrates at a higher frequency and it emits a shorter wavelength photon. That is a explanation for gravitational time dilation. So that itself is a clear sign of the existence of this. So and I said in fact all the phenomena which we currently explained through the framework of special relativity, general relativity, and quantum this wave-like behavior. In fact, it's a clear sign of the presence of. We can reinterpret all these phenomena, the presence of space-dwelling substance. So all these phenomena we can is evidence for the space-dwelling substance, whether in a time dilation due to speed, length contraction, uh, uh, speed limit, universal speed limit. Uh, all these phenomena clearly, in fact, we scientists uh, started to explain these phenomena differently. Uh, but so So I would like to say like this, that these phenomena, all the phenomena which we currently explore or explain through the general relativity, special relativity, all these phenomena can be reinterpreted through this framework. So all these phenomena can be considered as the evidence for the existence of this substance. Good question. In fact, as I said before, uh, we need to rethink about all the current explanations with the from the constants of light speed, and we have to realize that space is not empty and all that. I think that we need to rethink many of our current theories like dark matter, dark energy, all that. Dark energy, there's a explanation for the why the expansion of the uh, yes fast rapid expansion of uh, uh, the universe. That is. Uh, uh, in fact, dark energy, I have an explanation for the dark energy that comes a thing like this in our galaxy, for example. Every star, Joshua, Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I'm extremely sorry for that. Sorry for that. So, let's explain. Yes, I'll answer your question. But, that is related to the dark energy explanation for dark energy also. So, uh, now think about our galaxy, Milky Way galaxy. According to the current estimation, there are 200 to 400 billion stars in our Milky Way galaxy. So each star creates a large amount of space-filling substance, and the supernova explosions, neutron collisions, black hole merger, and the galactic center itself. If a star when a star collapses into the black hole, it also creates a large amount of mass dividend. So, a galaxy acts as a gigantic factory of space-filling substance. Every galaxy acts as every galaxy pumps a large amount of this substance out. So it creates a pressure gradient. So now consider about a large number of galaxies separated millions of light years. So each galaxy pumps a large amount of space-filling substance. So it creates a pressure gradient. So consider a collection of large number of galaxies. So the pressure exerted by each galaxy, it mutually exert. So it start to expand. It is a possible explanation for the dark energy. So now about the ice the in fact this is continuously happening. Is continuously happening. So we cannot find a empty space, but will be definitely there will be a different density region. The density will be greater near a massive body, and it decreases the distance. So if you in a galaxy, the density near a star will be greater, and it decreases in the outer region of the intergalactic space. So in our sun, the rarest region will be the farthest region of our solar system. So when you consider two stars, for example, our Sun and Alpha Centauri or Proxima Centauri, the median between these two stars, there will be the rarest density region. So there will be light will be traveling at its maximum speed in those regions. So if you consider two galaxies, the 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 density will be rarest in the farthest edge of the galaxy. So when we consider two galaxies, light will be traveling at its maximum speed in the median region of these two galaxies. So light speed varies across the universe, and there is no empty space exist in the universe. There will be the density differences, but no complete void. We cannot find a complete void anywhere in the universe. Of course, it has mass. Uh, it is matter itself. The only difference is non-baryonic matter. That is only difference. It has mass. Uh, every it has its own property. For example, one of the currently it is believed that I think I think you know about this. One of the evidences for the general relativity is considered as the fact that light bent near a massive body without the independent wavelength independent. It's refined. Some scientists challenge the refraction theory of light by considering the observation that light bends at the same rate every wavelength of light. Each wavelength of light deflect or bend at the same rate. So that is one of the people think today as one of the evidences for the general relativity, that is a curved spacetime. But there is a catch, there is a issue that concept. Prism, for example, prism is made of baryonic matter, atoms and molecules. That when a light passes through a material medium or a baryonic matter medium, its wavelength dependency is there with the refraction. Refraction angle is somehow related with each wavelength of light refract at a different angle. That is a dispersion effect. So in this case, in this non-baryonic matter, this substance will refract light, every wavelength of light at a zero or near close to zero wavelength dependency. So this non-baryonic matter refracts light almost equally for every wavelength. So this can be this non-chromatic aberration of light. This because of high Abbe number. This medium has a high Abbe number, so it refracts or bend light equally. So that explains why the starlight bending and gravitational lensing are independent of is not follow the traditional. Yes, observer effect. First I want to stress is that the wave nature of matter. What is the wave nature? Why or how this wave nature of matter works? Now, according to this study, as I said earlier, there is no empty space. Empty space does not exist. Space is filled with something, some type of super thin non-baryonic matter created by mass defects throughout the universe. So if you consider a container, we remove all the air molecules, all the atoms, is absolute vacuum. And if you create a electron beam, if you create two potential difference, and if you create a electron beam within this container, because of the space-filling matter. Space-filling matter, if you go very deep, it made up of individual particles of space-filling substance. Space-filling matter consists of individual particles. So When an electron passes through space, travels through space, it will constantly collide with these particles of space filling matter. So that this prevents the electron traveling in a straight line. So because of that, now at a constant potential, at a fixed potential difference, if you create an electron beam, all the electrons will be moving in an identical path. Identical path. So you can consider it will be trillions of electrons are moving in an identical path. It's just like an ocean wave. So when you pass this wave through a double slit, right, you can constructively and destructively interfere each other. So this explains the wave nature, the wave nature of electron or matter wave. Why it is matter behaves. It is true for any particle, even proton, atoms. What type of particle, when it moves through space, it will constantly collide with the particles of space filling substance. So it prevents a particle from traveling in a straight line. That explains the wave-like behavior of. Now the observer effect. The observer effect is um, see, it's a little complicated to explain. I think that the explanation is not any strange. The experiment does not reveal any strange property. In fact, when you add an observer in one of the slits, when you start observing, it will physically influence one slit. The particle passes through one slit, and it influences the outcome. So I think that is an explanation for the observer effect. In fact, I published a video about observer effect sometimes back. I think that is the reason for it, because the wave nature of matter is not nothing unusual or any supernatural phenomenon. You can explain with this space filling substance. Perhaps there may be other variables or other undiscovered or is behind this effect, but according to my understanding, perhaps this may be the reason for the wave nature of matter. Anyway, that observer will influence the particle. When you add a observer in one of the slits, the particle will be influenced by this observation. That means physically only. It's not any supernatural way. When you add a observer, it influences that slit will get impacted by the observation, the so-called observation. So that may impact it can influence the particle which passes through that particular slit. So perhaps that may explain the observer effect. Thank you, Abhijit. Thank you very much for the question. uh, uh, the speed limit of the universe. I have explanation for the. Thank you very much. Thank you, Abhijit, for joining me. Thank you very much for your questions also. Where are you from? So I have explanation for uh, speed limit. As I said, space is filled with this substance. As you travel through space, it will constantly. Okay, okay, very good. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, now. As I said, since space is filled with this substance, so as an object travel through space, it will constantly interact with this space-filled substance. That that can create different types of effects. For example, as I said earlier, the wave nature of matter. That is happens at a very slow, very lower speed. As you speed up and as you approach the speed of light, some other kind of effect will come. Some started to rise, like a length compression. It literally compress the space-filling substance will create a compressive. It will the object will get compressed, and it is length will decrease, length contract. So when it length contracts, it will serve to conserve its volume. It cross section increases. So that results this space filling substance will get trapped in this moving body. So as the body approaches the speed of light, this effect will become more evident. It length contracts considerably and its cross section increases also. So it will get the space filling substance get trapped in this substance. So its mass increases. It length contracts and a volume deformation happens. So when at the speed of light, this is optimum, it's a maximum speed. So that speed at the speed of light, this effect will become at the maximum. So I think that explains the universal speed limit. But there's another interesting thing is that I think that speed of the speed of the universal speed limit, that is a max. That speed is not same across the universe. In a near a massive body, the density of this substance is, since density is greater, this will happen. There, what will be the speed of light in that particular place? In that region, it will get it will become a ultimate speed. But if you go in a rare medium, yeah, that way is correct. Light speed become here and there, both are will get affected. So it's yeah. So the speed limit, we can explain the speed limit. We can physically explain the speed limit of the universe when we consider about the existence of space filling substance. Yeah. Yes. Yes. I think. I also think that ancient tests uh, they have they had some intuitions or knowledge from, we don't know, some extraterrestrial uh, contact. We don't know. Uh, Probably our ancestors uh, through their meditation or some other kind of, and because there are ancient cave paintings in India also, some where in close to, I think close to Calcutta somewhere, there are some cave paintings about some non-human uh, being, uh, or probably we in the ancient times, probably we gained some information from, so somebody passes some information, or we through our we don't know. There are so many possibilities. Anyway, these are these ancient tests. I am also think that way. Probably ancient people were more aware of many things we are still struggling to figure out. Yes. Yeah. string theory. I'm not a great fan of string theory. I think that, as I said, space is filled with a form of substance, but that is not one type. There may be different types of space filling particles. For example, light, the propagation of light, the formation of electric field and magnetic field, gravitational field, and other type of force. So I think about the possibility that the speed of gravity is not the speed of light. The concept that now people started to believe that the detection of gravitational wave by LIGO and Virgo, but I have a different explanation for the detected ripples. In fact, the detected ripples perhaps are not what they mean. Every mass defect, as I said, when a mass defect happens, it creates a explosion. When an atom undergoes fission, when an atom split, the missing mass as mass defect created by the fission creates a explosion, a micro explosion. It's like throwing a sand in a pond. It creates a small ripple, and it is spread and it will vanish because its amplitude is total energy is very light, very less. But now think about throwing a rock in the ocean. So it creates a tsunami. Similarly, a cosmic scale mass defect such as a supernova explosion or a black hole merger. A black hole merger or a Dr. Sharp collision is a very powerful, it's a gigantic, it's a cosmic scale mass defect. So that kind of mass defect, hello. So such kind of mass defect can create a tsunami of pressure waves. So these waves can travel through space probably billions of light years. I suspect that what LIGO Virgo collaboration detected is such a kind of ripple because when that medium, the ripples and medium, when it passes through the LIGO arms, it creates a in fact it creates a refraction. It creates a shadow. When its ripple passes through the LIGO arm, when laser light passes through this ripple, it undergoes a slight refraction kind of effect because the density gradient passes through a density gradient of this ripple. Ripple means a density gradient. So that ripple, when the laser beam passes through this ripple, it can slow down slightest slowdown happens. So this can, when it interfere with the final interference, the interferometer, we can detect such kind of a variation in the speed of light speed. So I think that perhaps they are detected ripples created by mass defects, gigantic cosmic scale mass defect. It's not a gravitational wave. Now, what I'm saying is that now people start to think that since the light from the source of this ripple, light and ripples detected almost at the same time. So people started to think that they confirmed that because they thought that it is a gravitational wave, and it matches with the speed of light. They confirmed that light speed of the gravity is speed of light. Speed of gravity is same to speed of light. So I don't believe that. They are, in fact, they detected ripples in the space filling medium, not a gravitational wave. So it leads to something different. It leads to some other conclusion. I strongly believe that light speed of gravity is much faster than the speed of light. It's a revolutionary concept. It's a bomb. If it's a exploding kind of. So I sincerely think that hello Willie, hi hello, unable to read your name. Wild 46. Hello, hi. So I strongly believe that the speed of gravity is much faster than the speed of light. So what I'm saying, space filling substance are not one type. There are different types of space filling substance are there. When a mass defect happens, it creates a kind of space filling matter. But perhaps there in the universe there may be other kind of this kind of different types of processes that may create a smaller or bigger or larger or smaller particles of space filling substance. So they carry a different types of information. Probably this gravity is transmitted or propagated through such kind of different. The gravity transmitted in a different mechanism than light. How light travels. Light travels. I have published a book about radio waves sometimes back. How radio waves are produced and propagated. I published a book. You can find my book on Amazon. So that according to that study, light or radio waves are somehow related to the magnetic field. Magnetic field are real. Magnetic lines are real. When you take a magnet, it has a magnet inside this in this speaker. There's a magnet. I think that lines, the curled so I think that magnetic field lines are real. Physical, they have physical existence, and somehow they are. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, I am unable to read your name, Monster Mug. Monster Mug. Okay. So this can be, see, as I said, in fact, now you can see a book in the scrolling in the my video under my video, this live stream. That book, that book title is I have little. I had to. I am slightly weak in memorizing things. So I always all the time I have to refer. My mind became little slow now, so I read that book name, A Falsifiable Test of General Relativity, the Collocated Clock Experiment. That is the title of the book. That book, I explained that according to Einstein's general relativity, gravity is the curvature of space-time by mass and energy. According to general relativity, a mass and energy curve surrounding space. It creates a curvature of space. That is the gravity. So according to Einstein, gravity is no more a attractive force as Newton suggested, but it's a curvature in space-time. Now the test, the test as explained in this book is two clock. Now I'll explain about the how this Einstein's theory. So if Einstein is correct, at a altitude, at a fixed altitude, if you keep any kind of clock, mechanical clock, digital clock, electronic clock, atomic clock, nuclear clock, what clock it is, because at a constant, at a fixed altitude, the curvature will be same. So regardless of what kind of clock you are using, all the clock should be affected equally by the curved space-time. That is correct now. So at a fixed distance, fixed altitude, regardless of the fundamental mechanism of the clock, mechanical, electronic, whatever, what kind of clock, it should be affected equally by the curved space-time. Now, in this experiment use two kinds of clock, one atomic clock and a nuclear clock. The working of the fundamental mechanism is entirely different. In atomic clock, we take time by considering the electronic transition creates the ticking of the clock, the electronic transition. In the nuclear clock, the transition in the nucleus. So it is radically two different type of clock. So now the technique is, the experiment is, we keep the both clock at a same altitude, and we will take the ratio between these two, the ticking ratio between the two clock. Now we will increase the height or increase or decrease or the height. So if Einstein is correct, the both the clock should equally, the ratio difference, the ratio should be same for at a, if you take any altitude, the ratio should be the same. Now if the ratio same, if you get the ratios, if you get that result, if you observe same ratio of time dilation, that will reinforce general relativity. It confirms general relativity. But if you find any slight, extremely slight deviation from this this ratio, that will invalidate general relativity. That is the explanation I discuss in this book. The book title is Falsifiable Test of General Relativity, the collocated clock experiment. That is available on Amazon. Now the book is available in a Kindle format and a book paper format. I'll share the Kindle format here. If you are interested, you can purchase the Kindle version of the book. So this experiment can either confirm general relativity or invalidate general relativity. I'm taking a break. We'll see later. Thank you very much for joining in this live session. Thank you very much.